Data Center 2 Assessment. In the last presentation, we introduced you to the format and layout of the Data Center 2 simulation. Now let's talk about how we can use this simulation to assess the skills of a data center technician. But before we talk about assessment, let's take a look at what makes a good facility resource technician. Of course, the person must have a good basic knowledge of the data center facility and the equipment within. The ability to identify and willingness to follow procedures in complete detail. The ability to handle stress and crisis situations. A willingness to learn and go above and beyond the minimum requirements, and of course always the ability to work safely. We can always use the standard tools of quizzes or basic flash pop-up interactions to quantify the core knowledge required about the data center and its equipment. But let's see how Data Center 2 can go beyond that to measure the characteristics of a truly outstanding performer. We can track how many times does it take for the technician to select the correct procedure, how many times does the technician backtrack in trying to execute the procedure and having to repeat steps? Are the steps done in order and to completion? And how long does it take? How does the technician respond to crisis situations? The simulation can randomly introduce crisis situations along with alarm sounds and flashing red lights to add to the stress effect. Does the tech quit before resolving the problem? Does his efficiency go down under the stress situation? And of course, we can track whether the technician is using the correct safety procedures. Does the tech go and put on the correct personal protective equipment before executing a procedure? Does he follow the proper lockout and tagout procedure before performing procedures on electrical equipment? All of these things in addition to being able to track the technician's willingness to learn. Does a technician simply do the minimum required through his shift, or is he willing to interact with the equipment information pieces in order to become a subject matter expert on the equipment? Does the tech voluntarily do drills in order to get better? All of these things can be tracked in the Data Center 2 assessment. Thus, the Data Center 2 simulation provides a much richer set of data on technician behavior, acquisition and execution of skills, and is a strong indicator of actual performance on the job.